So you were talking about how you got some jerseys. I apparently have. I found out that it's like a pretty common thing for people that like the rule among buying jerseys, if you're gonna wear them, is you can't buy a jersey of a player that's younger than you.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, like I saw a comment on, I can't remember if it was a TikTok or Reddit, but like it had a bunch of likes and a bunch of people were agreeing with it. And I mean, I personally, I don't agree with it. I think it's dumb as fuck. But I can't think of any players that are like that I would currently buy that are younger than me. Um, but probably a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
It
I mean,
just
I'd buy like
seems
a. How old is Dak? Dak is younger than. I think Dak and Zeke are younger than us, no?
100%.
Yeah,
thought they were at least like a little bit older.
pretty
Nope,
sure. Like,
you're pretty old now. You gotta understand, like most people going into college, going into the NFL are 21 or 22. So to be older than you, they would have had to graduate. They would have
Yeah, I mean,
started.
I was like, I felt like that's how old I was when they got into the NFL. It's like 21, 22.
this is their fourth year, right?
Yeah, it's like 15 or 16, right?
Fourth season, yeah. They're probably like 27.
Yeah. I just thought that was such like an arbitrary rule to like hold
Yeah,
yourself
that's
to.
fucking dumb. Oh, Dak's 28.
Yeah, I'm 28.
He'll be 29 on July 30th.
Yeah, he's
So
older than
or
me.
29th. So he's older than me too.
Not me. Old as fuck.
But yeah, no, I used to like that. That's dumb. I don't even know how that even became like an unwritten rule. It
It's like,
sounds stupid as fuck.
I feel like it's not an unwritten rule. I feel like, even in perspective, like if that thing had even the comment, right? Not
well,
not
it's
the
not even the
video or
first
the
time
view.
that I'd seen that type of comment or like
Uh,
that type of remark either.
I don't know. It's just when you really think about numbers, like how much you have to have for like to be a majority, like for it to be a thing that's known by a majority, which would be more than 50% of the United States population. Like if you take out like kids, right? So anything coherent, like you pull out like 4 year olds or 3 year olds and under, right? That probably takes it down from like 330 million to I would say like 300, like roughly, right? So
Yeah, but even like
150 million people would have to know that one thing for it to be a majority of people knowing about it.
I wouldn't count it as that though. Personally, I would say like I guess majority of the people that are into like that type of thing, right? Like I was gonna say I couldn't count on 150 million people to watch sports. I couldn't count on like 150 million people to be like into like buying like autographed jerseys. Like I feel like that would be
But
like
it's not an
a
autograph
It
thing. You're
wasn't
not
even
talking
just
about autograph.
autograph. No, just
oh,
like
just wearing a
Just
jersey.
wearing.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you said
like
a
people.
signed.
Yeah,
That's
like
even dumber.
yeah, like there's a bunch of people that just don't wear jerseys of people that are younger. I also I don't fucking I don't know player ages like that. Like
That's stupid. Like I'm thinking of like a lot of like I was gonna hot players. Like baseball players are young.
yeah,
Like soccer stars, a lot of them are young, and like it goes on and on. I mean, a lot of people follow these careers from college into. But does that mean like as an adult I can't wear any college jerseys? Like a
right.
current college, like a quarterback jersey? Like
Yeah,
that
and
just
like I guess that makes like it doesn't make sense for like especially just for the NFL draft for like all the new players that like people buy their
yeah,
jerseys and shit. Like they're definitely the youngest of the young.
yeah. I
But
mean, you
yeah,
got like you don't even have to. It's like 1 year of college now, right? For the NBA, or you can go do the G League or the other league, and then you can you know declare for the draft. And I mean, you got players that are coming out like at 20 or 19
right.
playing in the pros. So I mean, like, where does that leave those players? That's so stupid. Couldn't be me.
could be me buying a
It's gonna be
jersey in
toxic.
general.
I have two. One's like a knockoff that I bought from some Chinese website. That whatever, like 10 out of 10. It looks good,
Yeah.
but it's also a Carson Wentz jersey, so I have no reason to wear it. Um,
There.
and then I have a Fletcher Cox jersey that I just don't wear.
Oh. Show you a Fletcher Cox.
Yo,
Did
that's
y'all
literally
rearrange your room?
the reason. I moved my desk. Yeah.
I just noticed that I can't
you,
see.
You peer pressured me into wanting to try having.
Thanks a lot, Kyle.
Is it worse? I thought your chairs.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I was okay with it like a couple of days ago, and then I just look at my background now, and I'm mad again. So
I don't.
Versus,
I don't
you
understand
should
why
just-
the background makes you mad. The back.
Move that tapestry painting paper
Tapestry,
thing.
shower
Over.
curtain.
Yeah, whatever it is.
It's like a wall advert thing.
Yeah, move that.
It's a
I feel like if you
blind
move it over,
Wall
it'll
fabric.
will it cover like the entire background? I think it would. The entire
curtain
side,
for sure
maybe of the
would.
wall.
It just
least.
it's huge.
Yeah.
That's where it was before, but it kept falling down on me, so I moved it to the window.
Good times. And better videos. Shout out to our editor. You guys see that Johnny Depp basically won his defamation case? Well,
I
not
actually didn't
basically,
hear
he did.
anything about the final. What happened?
So he won. But so it's like two charges or cases that of defamation that he was suing for, and he won both of them. One the jury gave 5 million, and the other one the jury gave 10 million. And then Amber had like I think 3 defamation cases, and she lost 2 and won 1 about an article that wasn't even like it was
No,
Johnny Depp's
hers
agent
was-
had said something,
It was his
and
lawyer.
that's the one that that's the one that she won, and it was 2 million that she won. So basically, she owes Johnny Depp 13 million.
She won defamation for her Johnny Depp's lawyer calling her accusations of abuse a hoax.
Hoax, yeah, right.
Which I don't know how that is defamation.
I don't know
but
either.
whatever. But
Especially
it's-
after he won defamation
Yeah,
cases,
and,
like,
like-
it seems kind of counterproductive.
Yeah, her claim got capped at like 350 grand for some reason, so that's all that she got. So she's gonna end up owing, she actually ends up owing him like almost 9 million, like 875, I think is what the final number was. Like 8.75 million. So
Interesting. I mean, I'm excited to see like where Depp's career goes from here. I'm ready to get him back on the big
probably
screen.
nowhere.
You don't think so?
No, I feel like he's done with acting. If anything, he might do a few more movies, but I feel like he's going to pull a Jim Carrey and just be like,
Jim Carrey's back though. He's been in like 6 things in the last 3 years.
"What? I only know Sonic."
Yeah.
He's been in both of the
Dumb and Dumber.
Sonics. He had a murder mystery show where he was like a begruntled cop. And then there was a couple other ones.
What show? What's
Yeah,
that?
I've
on?
never heard of that show.
It's not
I'll
a
have to
show;
look
it's a
that up.
movie.
Oh.
Just look up
Wow.
Jim Carrey. Feel like minimum 5 in the last 5 years.
Let's find out.
I mean, Sonic is 2, so I only really got to hit 3.
yeah, but
True.
also I feel like unless Disney decides to like reverse their decision and let him be Jack Sparrow again, like he's pretty much like that was his last thing. I feel like that he
What
that
did they-
really
somebody-
had the public.
I don't even
high.
think that he would. Like,
Oh, I think they would.
I don't think he would go back.
Or if
Honestly,
he would, I do. Because I mean, he was super bummed about being fired from that. I'm pretty sure.
true. But I mean, once you show your colors, it's kind of hard to go back to something like
but
that.
also, like this whole trial, like, was not really about anything other than like just showing the public how shitty Amber is.
And how much of a liar she is.
Yeah, like
And-
he wasn't even there for the verdict. He's in like the UK doing.
Yeah, he's in
concerts.
Newcastle. He's getting hammered. He was at a bar during the verdict. Like, imagine just not caring that much.
Yeah, like I honestly, I low key, I thought that was like disrespectful as fuck. I was like, you just took up all these people's time for this case, and then you just fucked off to the UK at the end, and like,
Sure, they're all getting a fat percentage of that 875.
Oh yeah,
I know. I just meant, I mean, like not even his team. I just meant like it's disrespectful to literally everybody in the room, in my opinion, to like take up everybody's. Like this was like a 2-week long trial or some shit. I don't know. It was wild to like
I think
to
it was
just
longer than that for sure. Yeah.
I think it was closer to a month, honestly.
like I didn't even know that was a thing. You could just not show up to like.
Well,
the
it's not
final-
criminal.
Yeah.
No, I know.
It was
I
a civil
just,
suit.
Just thought it was wild that like it wasn't required of him to be there for that. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure it was optional.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's wild that that's
Yeah.
like an optional thing, but whatever.
Should have
I
to have
forgot Jim
legal
Carrey.
cancel present.
We're past it. It's all right.
No, I want to know.
No, it's okay. He's in a lot of music videos for the weekend, apparently.
But how
That's
many
odd.
TV/movies was he in? Was that?
He's in at least a movie every year.
That's 5 right there. Oh no, you're
Yeah.
counting both Sonics.
Yeah, both Sonics. He is in the Bad Batch. The star. Oh no, that's a different movie. I forgot he had that show, Kidding, where he plays like. No, he was talking about Dark Crimes. Kidding is where like he's like he plays a character who's like a depressed, mentally unstable kids TV host show guy. But yeah, his most recent things, last 5 things he's done has been uh weekend music videos and Sonic 2.
Interesting.
Guess he likes the weekend.
The other weekend likes him, and he's just paying him fat.
That too.
I feel like it's more
Probably a
of
mix of
just
both.
like if you could get Jim Carrey in your music video, wouldn't you?
It's a pretty big flex, yeah, for sure.
Like he
Like-
doesn't have to be in movies currently to still be Jim Carrey, you know?
X. I like every time I think of Jim Carrey now, like I think of the interview that he did on Jimmy Kimmel's show, where he was talking about like the Illuminati and shit like that, and it really like comes full circle now because like David Dobrik just came out like on a podcast and was basically talking about like how he knew somebody who wanted to be famous and like the Illuminati approached her reportedly and told her that they would make her wildest fantasies come true, but she had to sacrifice somebody. And she told her mom, and her mom was like, "You can sacrifice me. You know, I want you to live your dream." Blah 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 blah. And like, he and a couple other people had like told her to like get the fuck out of that situation. Like they were at a party late at night, like having like a 4 a.m. conversation with some of these stars, and like it had come up, and they were like, "Yeah, you need to get the fuck out of that. Like, back away from that whole situation." And now that's like a top 5 question. Like anytime David Dobrik reportedly meets a celebrity, that's one of the first 5 questions he asks is like, "Illuminati, real or fake?" And they're always like, "Yeah, it's real."
I feel like
Crazy. I feel like it is
real
too.
to a point. Not to what everybody thinks it is, but I mean, it's not crazy to think that there's a secret club of elites that just, they just meet up and play golf and like make deals.
That
Yeah.
I could see, I guess, like a club where they just like hang out, but like as far as like controlling the world or being able to like make some sort of like some like human version of like a deal with the devil type shit, because that's what all that shit always sounds like if I could make you famous, but you have to kill your mom. Like, no, that conversation didn't happen. Like that was 100% just like a you have a large audience of mostly small children, and you can just talk out your ass and say wild shit for like clickbait. And then there's also just going to be other people that are going to want to clickbait it anyways. But I don't know. There's no way that that's like a genuinely like.
Never know. I could definitely see like the Illuminati A being real and then B having the power to like I'm hearing more and more about like plants, like industry plants, and I could totally see that being a thing.
What do you mean?
Is there just some people that like come up on my TikTok feed that are famous and they're like musicians that I've never heard of until like yesterday, but they have like tens and tens of millions of followers on like TikTok, like across their entire social media platform. They have
Right.
like, 60 or 70 million followers. And I'm like, I've never heard of you.
I mean,
Never heard your music before. Like shit blows my mind.
that
Like, they
shit.
seemingly come up overnight.
But at the same time, though, TikTok is also just like a huge place. Like the
For sure.
D'Amelio sister twins or whatever. They're like massively popular. I've never I only know of them because they've come up in like YouTube videos that I've seen or whatever. But like they've come up in discussion in like a TikTok that I've seen, but one of their videos themselves have never showed up on my feed. So
I
like you
that
can
was on
and
my
like
shit like all the time
there's
early.
and like same thing with YouTube. There's so many like huge YouTubers that like they've been around for so long that you just don't know are around because it's such a big fucking place. There's so many things to do, to watch, to
Oh, for sure.
Well, the internet's a big place and it's a huge marketing tool. So if it's not in your algorithm, you're probably not going to see it.
True.
Have you ever watched a Minecraft video?
Yes.
Then you're not going to see the several people who have like 50 million subscribers on YouTube that just do Minecraft videos. It's the same thing. You don't watch girls dance on TikTok like that. So you're not going to see Dixie or Charlie.
Me either.
I know that was my point. Like it's like to like Eric, I get my counterpoint to like Eric's point with like the people that you see that like seem like they got popular overnight. It's just like, no, this place is just fucking huge, man. Like sometimes there are just people that are, but also like with TikTok specifically, there literally are people that do get popular overnight. Like they'll have a bunch of videos on their channel that like barely have any views, and then like one video will blow up.
Blows up, and then they continue to do that same thing in that one video 50 times.
Dude, yeah, there's
And-
this fucking Mexican dude that it's a top of some sort on a rope, right?
Yeah, I've seen that guy.
And Nike's on my feet. It's like there's a song that's like Nike's on my feet. I don't fucking know the song, but he fucking does the top and it lands on his shoe and it spins. And that is all his fucking channel is now. Just him doing that with the same song, the same on my shoe in just different places. It's wild. And they all get so many views. It's like I guess I don't know. It just blows my mind.
Facts.
For sure.
The worst part of TikTok was the beginning of the year when it was like the best video of 2021. You have to
Yeah.
watch all the same videos over and over again that you would just like, it was just a repeat of just the same bullshit you'd already seen.
Yeah.
Now that's for like a month. I still get those
That's
sometimes. Like
right around the
this new
corner.
video. It's so annoying.
Yeah. That was
Like that means
Literally
I've
my
already
entire
seen
feed.
it.
100%. There's some videos like I've seen now that were like that same context that I'd never seen before. I was like, wow, that's pretty fucking crazy. People on TikTok doing the wildest shit.
Sorry.
I see like a lot of trampoline TikToks, like junk tramp walls where they like
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's really cool.
Those ones are pretty crazy.
It was really cool the
Yeah.
first time. Now I just skip them. Because they do the same thing, right? They run up, they run back down. And they run up, maybe they twist around, they run back down. They run up, maybe they do like a somersault, and run back down. Right? There's only so many things you can do.
I mean, there's a lot they could do. They play games.
It's like
they
hand, it's like hand plants in skateboarding. Like it's cool the first one. You grab the board, you grab your leg, and then where's what else are you gonna do with a hand plant? Lift your board off, maybe put it back on your feet. Those are like
There's that one blonde chick who like can never land stuff. I like watching that every once in a while. She bails pretty hard.
I get some skating, but not as much as I would like, I guess. But some of the shit that I get though is like pretty crazy.
Facts. I get a lot of skating shit,
a fair
a lot of
amount.
like scooter shit, some rollerblading shit, but only like really extreme rollerblading shit.
I think I've
rollerblading
seen one
looks so
rollerblading
fun.
video, and it's that chick that wears like super colorful like pads, and she's wearing like a bikini, and then she does a flip on skates, and that's the only one I've ever
There's
seen.
there's some like Asian dude that I've seen a bunch of times that just like does it with like a selfie stick type shit and like a panoramic or 360 type view. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It looks so fun. Like it just looks like such a convenient way to get around. Like yeah, no rollerblading.
I used to
Um,
rollerblade a lot when I was in like the
as a
sixth
child.
grade.
Yeah, same.
Cons. Like I'd come home, like my fucking calf would be chafed. Fucking,
Oh yeah, blisters on the
Yeah.
heels, all of that.
Yeah, we would
crazy.
play street hockey with our rollerblades.
The
It's
same,
like
yeah.
there were some kids in my neighborhood that like played actual ice hockey, so they had nets that they like practice with, so we just pull that shit in the street and play street hockey on our rollerblades, and then we just roll around the neighborhood and shit. But I literally haven't done it probably since I was maybe around like 5th or 6th grade. And I think most of that is just because, like, as somebody that like skateboarded for so long, it's just you can't
You can't
it's
go
not
back to
allowed. Yeah,
skates.
yeah, it's not allowed.
Yeah, it's not.
It looks so fucking fun. Like,
It
I think
does.
that's why I like my Heelys so much. I don't ever wear them, but like that's why I loved Heelys. It's just like they're just diet rollerblades.
Tire rollerblades for sure. I went to like summer camp at LZ Odom, and they had like a rink inside, and so I'd spend a lot of the days like rollerblading around, and then get home and just rollerblade some more outside. But it was never the same. We lived on a hard street, just like an actual street that was hard,
Right.
not the streets being hard.
I didn't
Shout
come
out to the
from
real
mud. I
ones.
came from like a dirty puddle, maybe, but
Facts.
I didn't come from the mud.
It's a little murky out, but you know, not too crazy.
Gutter water.
Our
Our neighborhood,
for you.
like the street in our neighborhood, was pretty good for like skateboarding, rollerblading. Like there
Oh,
were a
shit.
couple patches that were like real gravelly, but
Yeah,
for the most part, it was pretty smooth.
the street I live on now would be good for that, but there's no way
I think the street
in
we live
actual
on
hell
also
I'm
good.
ever getting back on a skateboard. Seriously, not trying to break a hip, bro. An ankle. I made it this far without breaking a major bone, so I'm gonna keep it rolling,
Well, I could see
but not
myself.
literally.
I could see myself buying like a short board or like a long board just to like cruise around.
Yeah,
That'd be
oh,
fun.
yeah, I could get down with something like that.
But like as
I
far
want
as
to buy
like
a bike, but
actually
I know I'll
trying to
never use it.
I actually was thinking about that recently, just for like exercise.
Yeah,
Because I feel like I would use it. I also just really enjoy cardio. Like, so.
cardio. It's the
No
worst.
one realistically ever.
Fucking devil. There's like a nature preserve around here. It's like 2 miles, not even 2 miles. It's like a mile up the road. That would be really cool. I would be able to bike there easily and then do like the entire thing. Not even because it's fucking massive. I got lost in that bitch once for like 3 hours.
Jeez.
It's huge, bro. And then like at night, like they close it down, but and they have like coyotes and all sorts of shit. I hear them
Thought
fuckers
about
howling.
going to steal my dad's bike the other day. He's got a pretty nice like mountain bike
Do it.
type, or not. I wouldn't even say it's a mountain bike. It's kind of like a old person bike
Do it.
almost. I mean, he's not gonna fucking use it.
Do it before one of your siblings do it.
I'm too lazy. Aaron had like my brother has a bike, and my other brother and sister are not bike type people. If anything, I got to get that motorcycle out of there before somebody else decides to make a quick little move on that.
Better get on it. Shimmy.
I brought it up to him, and he was just like, "Oh, you're too big for it." And I was like, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck. Give me that fucking motorcycle.
What kind of bike is it?
It's a Sportster."
Oh.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I maybe a little bit. I might look a little goofy, but it's just like, I want to know what this hair feels like on
In
a
the wind.
motorcycle. Yeah, you know,
I'm
that
dead.
ain't gonna last
Maybe he just
forever.
wants the wind in his hair.
Facts.
Facts.
Roller skates, Sportsters,
Yeah, I'm a simple
Need
man.
for Speed.
Oh man, just wants
Sick
it
games.
flowing.
Sure.
Everybody see episode 3 of Kenobi?
Nope.
Has everybody seen episode?
Then never mind, Kyle. The one thing I want to talk about this week.
Very busy at work today.
I do kind of want a slight spoiler, just a thing that he
Or you
says.
can shut your filthy whore mouth and not spoil anything. Cool.
Not the finger guns. I
So-
didn't know I was gonna have to work from the office today until yesterday, and so my plan was to watch Stranger Things. I'm on like episode 3. I think I finished episode 3. So I
I
was
think
gonna
Nathan
watch.
finished it in one sitting.
Yeah, I started it like Monday night at 12:30, and I was like, "There's no way I'm watching this whole episode." And I watched the whole episode, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta go to bed." And so like I was just super busy yesterday, so like I could really only get through the 2 episodes, and then I was gonna watch the next 4 today, and try and watch Kenobi, but I was at work, so
It came out on a day that I was working from home, so I literally just watched all of it while I was working.
Is it worth it?
I really enjoyed it.
On,
I've
like,
actually
yeah, I would say so far
rewatched
so
it.
good.
It,
I,
it's
I've
good.
I've definitely enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I like the overall theme. I like the villain.
Vecna.
Yeah, pretty
I
sick.
watched a scene over Nathan's shoulder. It's whenever some redheaded girl is getting whatevered by the bad guy. That's all I'll say because I forgot you only watched 2 episodes. So
I've already seen like
it's
I'm
interesting.
fairly
few
sure that's
spoilers on
episode
TikTok.
1.
No,
No. Oh, that's like at least 3 or 4.
no, it's like
It was an
I think
interesting
it's later
scene
than
for
that.
somebody
It's
who
4 or 5.
doesn't care
Yes.
about the series and only seen the first season.
The song in that scene though has been stuck in my head so fucking hard. Such a good song.
It's trending on iTunes right
Yes,
now.
the Kate Bush song "Running Up the Hill." Running
Mhm.
up that hill.
Yeah, it's stuck in my head right now too.
That's the
It's a
scene
very
that,
good song.
have you seen that scene, Eric?
I think it's.
Well,
I think I've just seen.
You got
it.
caught.
I was gonna say that's the scene that Drew was talking about, but yeah, Drew saw it while Drew watched it over my shoulder or whatever.
Running Up That Hill. You are correct by Kate Bush. It's weird that you knew that. I guess you really have been listening to it a lot.
Good song.
Actually in his head.
But yeah, that was honestly, I think that was probably one of the most well shot scenes of the entire series so far. It's very captivating. Like
It's all pretty well shot too. So.
paired with that song, like it's a very good scene. And I'm bummed that we have to wait, but I'm stoked that it's not that crazy long of a wait. It's only a month. Like the next season comes out July 1st or something, or July 4th, somewhere in there. Like the first week of July is when it comes out. So
that's crazy that they're not making us wait that long.
yeah,
It's a part 2.
I mean, yeah, but still, like
for sure.
you have
Ozark only took like 8 weeks, I think, right?
Never really watched. I've seen like maybe.
Oh,
two.
no,
couldn't
Ozark
tell you.
people know. They did the same thing though. They part 1, part 2 of the last season.
Mhm.
It's because it's like a big season, right? So this one was 7, the next one will be 7, so it'll be 14 versus
Right.
like a normal 10. But they don't want to drop a 14er all at once because it's like a rehype thing. It's like what they're doing to fight dropping episodes, I guess.
Yeah.
Which
It makes sense.
I like the part 1, 2 better than the weekly episodes.
For sure. Love, Death, and Robots new season also came out. I don't know if we talked about that. It's pretty cool.
I think that's the last one. That's their 4th one, right?
I believe so.
I think I've only seen
It's the
one and
third.
two.
Third? Oh, I thought it was 4.
I haven't seen any of it.
Maybe I haven't seen all
It's
of
really
them.
good. It's just shorts. I don't know. They're not too long.
You ever seen any of it, Eric?
Mm-mm.
It is good.
You'd like it.
Is it like that? What's it? Glass mirror, black glass, black mirror.
No, it's an animated TV show or an animated show on Netflix called Love, Death, and Robots, and each episode is about love, death, or robots, or a combination of the three, and it's all just animated shorts that like last anywhere from like maybe 10 minutes to like 20 minutes, somewhere in there, and they're all they've all got really cool different animation styles, a lot of them too.
It's kind of
It's
like
a very-
Visions where it just like hopped around.
Yeah, it's a very visually appealing show.
I would say audio as well. It's not like a
Yeah.
dialect type of show. It's
Oh,
like
for sure.
like there's beautiful music and then very intense cinematic scenes, but
Yeah.
like it's
I
not
was-
a dialect type of show.
I will say, if you do end up watching it, there are going to be a few shorts that you wish they were actual shows, because that was my impression the first time I watched it. There was like 2 or 3. I was like, damn, I really wish this was a show, like a pilot of a show.
I think there
Oh,
was
definitely
some,
give it a shot.
Too. It's like episode 2 doesn't like relate to episode 7 or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
They're
an
all
anthology
standalone.
series where they're all just about random. They're
Just a bunch of sci-fi shorts.
I'll start
in
it
their own
after I
universe.
finish Stranger Things and catch up on Kenobi.
You need to catch up on more than Kenobi, so might as
I
well
mean, I
just-
don't really care. I'm
you
catching
might
up
as well
on-
just you might as well just start loving
On-
death and robots.
Yeah, but I mean, if I catch up on Kenobi, I can stay relevant in today's topics of Kenobi. And
Will you?
I mean, yeah, for the most part, I think so.
it's a good show. I mean, I enjoyed the third episode.
I'm genuinely excited to watch it too. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
The Mandalorian got boring to me, so
Triggering.
It's crazy, like because like I'm not
That's
even like
one
a
of them.
huge Star Wars fan, and that's like Mandalorian. I liked that so much.
I'll have to rewatch it.
So like it was the most like intense series of events from start to finish. Like I never really felt like it was like dull. So it's like crazy that you say that.
Mandalorian got me back into Star Wars.
Like the only
Giving a fuck about Star Wars.
the only episode I can think of is the episode where he fights his symbol, the mudhorn. The mudhorn. That whole episode is kind of slow until Grogu lifts him, and that's like the only thing that happens in the whole 27 minutes.
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't watched episode 2 or 3 of season 1 of The Mandalorian,
That show that came out in 2018.
yeah,
Have y'all seen the first 2 episodes of Kenobi though?
yeah, I watched those.
What did y'all think?
I think I watched those with you, Nathan. That whole Friday we kind of spent virtually together.
Pretty much.
So
Yeah.
cute.
We were on a
watched-
virtual couch. We were just watching the exact same. We watched episode 1 of Stranger Things, and then we both watched both episodes of Kenobi. Then we watched all of episode 2 of Stranger Things, and then I had to actually work.
It's a-
Speaking of doing things virtually, Drew, have you seen the JJK movie? I think I'm gonna find a way to watch it tomorrow evening in Discord if you would like to join. I'll make sure it's like
Possibly.
later in the day, or later in the night.
I might see it, but Clarissa might get mad if I see it without her, so.
Just don't tell her.
Well, yeah, don't tell her. This is a
Bleep it out.
recorded fucking session. Okay.
So if you're,
If you're Clarissa,
sorry
Welcome
for
back
the
from our break,
inconvenience.
guys.
We had technical difficulties back there. So if you're just tuning in, welcome back.
no, but reverting.
Yeah, sorry.
And a non-spoiler Kenobi.
Reneging.
Who thinks they're setting up for a season? They're gonna set up for a season 2.
I have no idea. I don't know shit about shit.
So far, there's no indication that it will be a season 2. So,
And
except for one thing that happens at the end of episode 2. I mean, it's already out. It'll be out for 2 weeks whenever this airs. But whenever the grinning, oh god damn it, Eric, you fucking
You can say it. I don't care.
no,
No, for real, say it. I don't care.
Whenever the Grand Inquisitor dies,
The
was
what
shocking.
dies? Okay, sorry.
He what?
because he's in Star Wars Rebels, which takes place like 4 years after the show. So it's just kind of like, interesting. I'm sure he'll be back, but I don't know if they're gonna maybe do it at the end of this show, maybe the second season of this show, maybe the Inquisitor's getting his show, and this is the way Disney's kind of hinting towards us. Maybe we're gonna get an Inquisitor show, which would be kind of cool. But
Where is this taking place in terms of the Mandalorian series?
10 years after Episode 3, 9 years before A New Hope, and Rebels takes place 4 to 5 years before New Hope.
Well, no, I meant like when's the Mandalorian series?
Mandalorian happens after Episode 5, 6, and 7, or 4, 5, and 6. So after the original trilogy is when Mandalorian starts.
So all of
Empire's
Mandalorian,
destroyed.
all of
This is after the
Mandalorian, is-
prequels.
which yes, only because the prequels are before the originals. Literally, there's like nothing before.
Well, no, I guess I don't know why.
prequels.
I just because it's probably they're coming out around the same time. I assumed that they would be happening around the same time. Series of events.
Nah.
But what I was saying is everything is after the prequels, right? So anything that's published right now is after the prequels, right?
Yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, Acolade's supposed to be like the Sith during the High Republic, but that's not out yet. I don't even know if they're shooting Accolade at the moment.
Like there's a bunch of lore from before the Skywalkers, right? So starting with Anakin. But
Yeah.
none of it has been made into anything ever. So like episode 1, The Phantom Menace, there's no visual motion video representations of the universe before that. Except the
Not
video
yet.
games. Fuck, the video games took place like during the Mandalorian Wars and then right after the Mandalorian Wars, which was like way before the Phantom
And
Menace,
those are
like
canon too,
2,000
right?
years.
Well, I guess I
No,
feel like
those are
you
retconned.
saw flashbacks to the Mandalorian Wars and Mandalorian.
The stories that they tell,
No, I mean I got what you meant.
are
though.
not canon, but it's like a fiction book that's based on real events, right? So a lot of the people in the games are canon. The stories they tell about them just aren't canon.
They're legends.
I said this on our
That's literally what
previous
they're called.
podcast episode, but it really blows my mind how much like just overall material they have for Star Wars. I just Googled it and there's like 390 books.
Oh yeah,
Well, I
it's
mean,
crazy big.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
I would
The
say it's
first
one of
movie
the
came out in 1977, so there's a
Yeah,
lot of
like-
time.
They've written over 100 books since 2014. Like, and that's not even including comics.
It's so like
That's
intimidating
wild.
to like even start.
Yeah, I said.
What the
Well,
fuck?
I don't know if this is real, but or if it's a legit answer, but they said like 86 of the books are canon, which is still a shit ton of material.
I just saw a post on Reddit that was like just a picture of my husband standing next to all the books that he's written, and he's written like somebody in the comments counted it. It was like 61 books.
Damn.
And he didn't start until like 2014.
Damn,
Yeah,
That's a
they were
lot
like-
of books. Since
Yeah.
that's like I feel like he's constantly writing.
when you said like
Yeah.
didn't start until, I thought it was gonna be a
Maybe
long time
it's-
ago.
Yeah,
His job?
right?
basically.
Yeah, I mean, he's a full time writer.
I feel like you can't put
Yeah.
out quality books though if you're
Oh
putting
well,
out
so that
12
was
a year or whatever the number comes out to.
right. That was kind of what my first thought was, but then like one of the top comments was someone like talking about how much, like how good his series, like one specific. I mean, you got to have a couple bangers out of 60 something, right?
True. Yeah,
Like,
one of these hoes gonna pop.
yeah, like he throw enough shit at the wall, something's gonna stick.
I don't know.
His name, fuck, where'd it go? The series was Duchy of Terra.
Wow, what a title to immediately make me not want to read the book.
For straight sci-fi, the Terran Privateer.
Well, you can't even like that's not even fun to read.
Well, it's like apparently it's a sci-fi fantasy mix.
Like,
or
what are you
whatever.
reading right now? Duce do Ducha Avaratira Canteen. That's what I heard you say.
No, I mean it's just Duchy of Terra. I think Terra is just supposed to be like Terran, like
What a
Earth.
lame.
And
I'm
Duchy,
sure Terra's not
assuming,
supposed to be
is
like
Agreed.
Earth. Isn't Terra supposed to be like Earth?
Yeah.
The fact that he thought Duchy should be in the title alone.
No, I don't know if
Yes,
that's
that
the
Duchy
actual
Tudor
title or just
Pencil.
like the. You know how like the series are called different things rather than like the title of the book.
No, I get it, but he still chose the
No,
word
for sure.
Duchy.
Damn, I'm still trying to find where the fuck did this dude's name go?
So all 60 books were the same series?
He was. I don't think so. He averaged 7 to 8 books a year, averaging a Goodreads and an Amazon review score of 4.0 to 4.3, depending on the
Pretty solid.
series. Or at
Dude, a
least
lot
the
of
book is
goddamn books
listed
in 'em.
as 2014.
His books on Amazon rate 4.0 to 4.3.
Yeah, and that's
I
on
feel like
good.
you don't
it's-
get a
it
lot
says
of bad
it-
book ratings.
Well,
Like,
for this, it says, remember that both Goodreads and Amazon are user-entered reviews, and this can be skewed by the taste of the people doing the review. However, each of his books are also averaging over 1,000 reviews per.
Now I have you turned down because you echo super hard because you're in the same room as me and also directly behind me. So did you say the taste of the reviewers skewed the review?
No, I was just saying since it's
No, but did it? I'm not. You didn't say that. You're reading something.
Yeah.
Did it say that?
yeah
That's called a review.
Yeah, for sure. But each of his books has over 1,000 reviews per book. For 61 books, he has 61,000 reviews, essentially. Like, that's kinda
Pretty
wild.
good.
If he's getting 1,000 reviews and he's averaging 4 stars, that's pretty solid.
Four
For
to
sure. I mean, you got to think
4.3.
about how many people read the book and don't bother writing a review too, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I don't like something so much that I think other people should know how bad it is,
For sure.
I'll let somebody know. You know?
yeah. The only time I realistically ever review things is when like Amazon's like, "Hey, we'll give you some extra points or for another discount," and they're like, they'll provide it. Like the next time I'm on Amazon, they're like, "You should review this for this discount." I'm like, you know what? I should review this. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Liked it a lot.
That's crazy. What a sentence.
I'm gonna
People's
find-
tastes skew the review.
Yeah, I'm
It
just
is pretty
trying to
wild.
find the author's name.
There is one thing that I will review.
His name is Glenn Stewart.
Wow, so cool. He has 2 first names.
Like, Bobby.
Pretty.
Rick. Bobby.
But I don't know if you can see, like, this is.
You gotta hide your face, brother.
Is that you?
You gotta hide your face. No, put it
I'm
behind
glad
your
you
phone.
not hide your face behind your phone.
No,
What are you doing? Oh my god. Hello?
Perspective. You gotta move your face back
Nathan, like this,
and
buddy.
then hide.
I'm supposed to do this. I feel like I had it a second ago. But like,
I can still see half your face. All right, we're never gonna.
That's
We're
the
not gonna
point.
get to see
It's
it.
a lot of bucks. It's
The
up
point was
to, up
just-
to like his shoulders. He looks like a pretty large.
yeah, he looks like a fairly tall gentleman.
I'm just confused.
Mm.
He's got
Um,
his blur on like full power.
That shit's on.
No, it's not. It's not even on like a quarter. Look at that shit.
Not your phone.
All right, that's the podcast.
web
everybody.
cam.
It was nice
my-
hanging out with everybody. It was a good episode. We got a lot in, but not a lot in here.
He's
No.
gonna-
Just a sweet, innocent
Oh,
baby with
man.
nothing behind those baby blues. You have green eyes.
Bless your heart. Ooh,
And
one thing
second-
that I will be reviewing is that this pan that I just bought. I bought a Hexclad pan.
Oh, are you getting the
Gordon
Gordon
Ramsay
Ramsays? I'm getting bombarded with
They're
the Gordon
so
Ramsay
good,
hex.
bro.
Have you used it already?
Yeah, they're a really good pan.
I want to
I
buy
don't
them
even know what
so
you're
bad.
talking about.
How much? The set's like $6.
They were on sale for Memorial Day. They still might be on sale.
I want to check it out.
The set was like $350.
The 6-piece
No,
or the
I don't think it
4-piece?
was a four-piece. Yeah, I just bought 2 pans, one with a lid.
I want to
I'm all
walk. I need to get a
I should have
walk.
bought the fucking set, but
What is our
in
life?
hindsight,
come
I'm
to
happy I
that
didn't.
Give me,
the most excited
give me a
Kyle's
review in
gotten
like 2
this whole
months,
podcast
and
is
I'll
with
buy
these
them.
pants.
Because
Yeah, I mean for right now, like Emily made potatoes, like just those gold.
the bags.
Yeah, the gold ones.
scallops.
And she just cut them in half and then like seared them
Scallions.
on the stove and
That's
then
fun.
put them in the oven
Scallions.
and took them out, and they were all like evenly crispy all around. We've never had anything we've ever cooked with do that, and so
But
I
what's
would
the
say even from just that, like that's
cleanup was
phenomenal.
solid though?
Huh?
The cleanup was solid?
Oh yeah, it's super easy to clean. It's a nonstick pan. You're supposed to start at a low heat and just kind of like ramp up a little slowly, I guess. But it seems to be like it's gonna give like a pretty yeah, for sure, definitely not. But it seems like it's gonna give like a pretty even cook like throughout the whole pan. They said it's like a it's like a hybrid pan or whatever, so it's essentially like a stainless steel cast iron.
X
It's like a Dutch oven pan.
Yeah, like it's nice. I reheated food with it, and I was like, wow, I made a quesadilla and it's cooked super nice. The tortilla was like nice, crisp,
I can never roll my R's.
crisp.
Crispy.
Well, situational for me.
Anybody
50
here? I know-
50% of the time he can roll his R's.
You guys watch Outtakes yet by Bo Burnham?
I've watched 30% of it and I fell asleep last night. It seems pretty solid though.
Yeah,
It was late. It was like
I liked it a lot.
It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's basically just Inside Again.
It's outtakes.
Yeah, it's like a whole. It's like a part two. How many hours do you think he has? I bet he could do a part three. I bet he has 2,000 hours of stuff. That's all he
One thing
did
that I
from March 2020 to May 21. That's a
Yeah, one thing
lot.
that I kind of gathered that I'm a little jealous of him, even though he had a horrible time, was like he had all that equipment and he was just recording constantly. I've always wanted to do something similar to that, just make a project out of it. But he has talent and skill, so
I think it's the money is the main thing. You got to have enough money to A, buy $11,000 worth of equipment, and B, pay all of your bills every month for 18 months while all you do is sit in a room.
yeah,
And those are pretty high bars of threshold. I feel like if you were locked in a small house and like someone provided all food, water, and camera equipment for you for 18 months, you could put an hour and a half special together. Out of
yeah,
3,500 hours of content, you're like generally entertaining as a human. If you just recorded 8 hours a day and didn't devote your time to video games or
yeah,
TV shows, and all you actually set your mind to creating content for 10 hours a day like a job in an 18-month period, I guarantee you that you could put a 90-minute segment together that fucking slapped.
yeah. Thanks, but yeah, I like I liked watching Inside for that, and then Outtakes like emphasizes it more. There's like it's in the beginning. He's like trying to set up something. He's standing there, and he does like literally for like 5 frames, cuts him standing in the same position with the same camera position. I'm assuming like months later, and it's just like a cool like narrative. I don't know. It's really cool. I really like his style.
His editing
So
ability is what, like,
yeah,
because that's not something that he was known for before, right? Like, because all the show was
yeah.
live, right? So he was good at,
Mhm.
he was
He
obviously
edited
super
a
talented at,
he directed a movie. I
did
think it's called
he?
like Fifth Grade. It's
I
like
didn't know
fifth grade
that.
or something like that. Yeah, he
It's eighth grade or something.
eighth grade. I haven't seen it, but I know he is uh I like him and Josh Gambino for the same reasons. It's because they're performers, actors, directors, writers, like just all around talented people. There it is, the IMDb. I think it is called eighth grade though. Yeah, eighth grade. But
Some of his segments require like such a high skill level too, as well. Like the one where he does the podcast episode.
yeah,
Dude, the timing is so perfect. Like he has body language interactions with himself. Like that's got to be so fucking difficult because it's a solid 3 minute segment where
I don't think it'd
he.
be.
I feel like you do it in front of a mirror. It's kind of easy to interact with yourself like that. Like
Well,
it's
you
a
got to
real person.
remember what you said to yourself on the first record so that you
That's
can
where you're wrong.
react
Well,
to it in the exact moment that you react to it. Like,
from a production standpoint, it wouldn't be hard because the dude on the left is the one he definitely recorded first, and he's having the conversation, and he's going to be on the other side, so he can already imagine maybe what he'll do. He'll give himself a couple of beats to be able to do it, and then the guy on the right, he definitely listened to it probably at least minimum 5-8 times,
Also,
and like
he
has at least
probably
5 or 8
has like a
takes.
monitor in his ear playing the dialogue that he had. So
Well, yeah, obviously he's wearing headphones in that scene.
See if I can remember if he was or not. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, I mean, but either way, like y'all both said, he's just a crazy talented dude.
Or that interview he does with himself and 6 other versions of himself. I thought that was pretty funny. Mhm. A vacation.
I'm sure there were also plenty of songs that didn't make the cut for.
There
either.
was at least 2 that I think he should have put in. The Joe Biden. They're gonna make me vote for Joe Biden.
Joe fucking Biden.
And then 5-year relationship. Was
I've your relationship has gotten a lot of traction. I've already seen so many TikToks about the food
Yeah.
sharing scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really good song. But I don't know. Just it's very talented man.
I feel like Zack Snyder broke like a barrier that nobody else has experienced with. Because like if he had released an Inside with the outtakes and the intakes, and it was just a 3.5 hour Netflix special, I guarantee you people would have watched it start to finish.
Oh, for sure. He has a very dedicated fan base, and then also I think he gained a lot of fans with Inside.
I think, yeah, I knew of him and had seen small amounts of his stuff. I saw mostly like clips, but when Inside, like, I couldn't stop watching. I watched it like 4 times.
I feel like people just genuinely didn't appreciate, like, one, how smart he is, and two, just how overall, like, talented and entertaining he is prior to Inside. Like, his core fan base was like, yeah, this dude fucking, he's been real good for, like, a very long time. Like, his other specials I fucking love. He's got some really good songs on there, too.
It's not. I mean, the skits that he does in those specials too are pretty funny. Or I guess material that he does. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Zach Stone is going to be famous. It's actually a really good show, and if it was on any channel other than MTV, it would have had multiple seasons. Because it was on
It's already been
MTV.
canceled.
Yeah, it came out in 2013.
I try not to watch shows that I know have already been canceled because it pisses me off.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of how I felt about...
If they're short like that, right? Like, I just watched all of Suits because it's got 9 seasons, right? So I know that there's
Yeah.
going to do some justice to the story. They're not going to just start a story and then not, walk it through if they have 9 goddamn seasons.
Like,
But
one
like,
of the most famous shows that gets canceled like that is Freaks and Geeks, where they only get one season. And I avoided watching it for so long, and then I watched it finally. And they end on such a cliffhanger. I was like, God fucking damn it. Like, I could have
you
gone
just
the
never
rest
get
of
to
my...
know.
It's
Yeah.
like that.
Another show that did that exact thing, except it was longer, was Lie to Me. Lie to Me is an amazing show, and it
What's that?
ends on the biggest cliffhanger that's happened in the entire show.
You only got one season?
No, I got 3, but the
it
end
just-
of the
right.
season, the third season, is literally the biggest cliffhanger I think I've ever seen.
But either way, like, Zack Stone is going to be famous. Could definitely, like, it could be viewed as just a mini-series either way. Like, I mean, it could...
Like Defending
It made me
Jacob.
laugh a lot. I've never seen Defending Jacob.
It's so good. And
There's that
I'm
one
so mad that
show-
like it's a one-off.
That was like forever ago.
Queen's Gambit was a one-off that they said never was gonna.
Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly is a cult classic.
Yeah.
I've never seen it either. It's
Me
it
either.
has
Well, all I
Nathan
know is
Fillion.
I've seen
Queen's
season
Gambit was
1.
canceled.
Yeah, I know that's where
On a
Nathan Fillion...
sadder note, I feel that way about like I just had that feeling. I was on TikTok and I was like listening to like a song, and like I really liked the song, and like I got on Spotify and like I started listening to their discography, and I was like, why haven't they put out anything recently? And they died.
Who?
A whole band?
Her, yeah.
That's a movie
I think
too. With
hers-
Joaquin Phoenix.
They're from like Liverpool, England, and they had come to do like an interview in New York and like an American tour, and they were driving. It was just 2 dudes. They were both guitarists. The drums were looped on like a
Right.
yeah. And they were driving, and the craziest thing about their death is that they were killed by a wrong way driver, and that blows my mind because like they were driving on the right side of the street, which is the wrong side of the street in England. It's just kind of sadly ironic, but yeah,
American
so
thing to say.
that
I don't
is,
know, like, when you
recently
first-
happened to me.
When you first said, like, the entire band died, I imagined, like, 8 people immediately
No, it's just 2 people in a
dying in
car.
some gruesome bus accident or something.
No,
The
2
entire
guys in a
group
car.
Eminem died today.
Like, I guess kind of to that point, over the weekend, I went to a concert to go see this band, The Ghost Inside, and I hadn't seen them since, like, the last time that they were in Texas, which was probably, like, 5 years, maybe 5+ years ago. And that's because last time that they were here, when they were leaving Texas, they did get in, like, their tour bus got in an accident and a bunch of them got fucked up. Like, their drummer lost his leg. You can see it in
Jesus
one of my
Christ.
snaps that I posted, but he still plays, and like you could like see his nub like kicking.
It's a modern day Def Leppard.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like he kind of talked about it a little bit during his set. He was like, Texas will always be like a bittersweet place for us to come play because like the crowds are always dope, but like we also almost died here. So
That's wild.
yeah, I think they're from California. Yeah, it's crazy.
That'd be a super bad accident. Lose a leg on a damn bus.
Yeah, they were like
It was
they were
whenever
out of
like the
commission for
roads
years.
was over.
Which was my leg.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Would you rather lose a leg or an arm?
Like
I don't know. If I have like
Tough, right?
my choice of prosthetic, then probably a leg.
Yeah.
it's always gonna be like
Always leg. I would give up both of my legs to keep both of my arms, I guess. To not lose one of my arms. Like if it was like lose one leg or lose and keep both arms, or
losing one arm. I'm suddenly not able to do most of the things I enjoy doing. Like games is not really, I mean, like I can get really adaptive, but I already suck at video games, so
Bongs.
don't need that. Yeah, that can't hold that with. I mean, I guess maybe you can, but I wouldn't trust that grip strength to not crush my shit. I don't know. I just feel like everything becomes way harder when you don't have complete control of your hand rather than like your leg. I don't need you don't really need to be super dexterous with your leg. And I'm not a crazy active person, so it's not like fucking marathons. And if I was, I can get one of those cool little bendy legs, and that would probably be a benefit of some sort, to be honest.
Good old bendy legs.
Carrying less weight now.
True.
true.
Do you really carry weight in your legs? Aren't your legs the
Dude, my
ones
legs are
carrying the weight?
I got a point.
Think about it. Think about it.
Yeah, because if you take even with the weight of your leg away from your body, now you're supporting that weight all on one leg. So that leg is now doing more weight than it was originally.
Exactly.
Calf's gonna be on OT.
And there are more doors. I mean, more wheels than doors.
Fuck, what was there was a new one. It was
Legs or eyes?
legs or eyes. Yeah, it was there's more legs or eyes.
It's legs.
Honestly, I'm giving up my legs.
Definitely legs.
Like that's number one. Legs versus anything. Like
No,
Well,
no.
no, it's-
Are
is
there
there
more
more-
legs or
Oh.
eyes in the world?
Yeah, it's definitely legs. Like if
It's legs, ants alone.
yeah,
I got 6 of them, and there's like trillions of ants on
Yeah.
this planet.
there's ants outnumber humans by an incredible.
what about the eye of a potato?
Yeah, and then you're thinking of like shrimp too.
Literally,
Shrimp, lobster,
most
crabs,
things that have legs outside of humans
crawdads.
has a minimum of 4. I feel like
Outside of you see mammals, yeah, definitely.
Also, I feel like
Well, no,
just
some
insects
mammals
in
have 4.
general. There's more ants than.
could you
humans
imagine
on
a 2-legged insect though?
But what about the
walking
flies?
upright?
Do you consider each cell in a fly's eye to be an eye, or do they just have 2 eyes?
Also,
think that-
whenever you see that the fly eye view, like I've always wondered, like, how do we know how the fuck a fucking fly's eye works?
Right? Like, if anything, I think the multiple reflections is just because it's a shiny surface and it's like a mirrored surface. It's not gonna like. I don't think they have that many eyes. I feel like it's just 2.
I mean, they're like clear-cut patterned eyes. It's definitely like a,
Well,
like
we
a
don't
hexagon or something. At least on the top, like on the
Fly
surface.
experiences.
I don't know if anybody's
know?
ever dissected a fly eye.
Do we really know dogs see in black and white?
No, I don't
No,
understand
actually,
that
that's
either.
a thing that it's like no, they do see colors. They just don't see on the same spectrum that we do.
Also, don't they see the smells they smell?
Yeah, no, I'm curious on like I don't understand. Maybe I feel like that's like
That was a mechanic
seeing
in Dog's
the
Life.
4D. That's a Looney Tune mechanic, first of all.
Talking about a pie.
Like I saw a video recently where they make different versions of the colorblind classes. So for people that are like blue green colorblind and whatever the other options are. I don't fucking know. There's different.
They can't
options.
see like normal people.
Yeah, but they put it on like a cat, and they let a cat pick, which like they tried all the different versions on like a cat, and then like the cat ended up picking like it had a distinct favorite which it preferred to look out of. So I would imagine that like they don't be seeing like we do for sure.
I feel like cats can see ultraviolet stuff.
Also,
They be looking at the weirdest shit up in the
Facts.
corner. I'm like, hey, look at me. Don't be looking up there.
at the same time though, we never know what like. I know we say like, oh, animals have great eyesight, but how do we know that?
'Cause
How do we
can
know they don't
things
need? How do we know they don't need glasses and they're just not sniffing?
They're dead. That's how we know.
Facts.
Those animals die because they can't survive with
That's
the
facts.
normal fucking 10/10 sight that they should have, or 5/10 or whatever sight.
I feel like it wouldn't be crazy for a pet to have bad eyesight, especially like when you're getting shit from like breeders or like puppy mills and stuff. Those aren't healthy animals.
Well, most dogs are.
I don't know. My example is like my cat in like pitch black can like run around the garage on alternate levels of surfaces, right?
For sure.
And if I asked you, no matter how good your fucking nose was, to fucking jump onto a fucking box jump in the dark, and I start you in an opposite corner, and you gotta run at that hoe and jump and land on top of it, I don't give a fuck how good your nose is. You ain't doing that with it unless you can see in the dark.
Where's it? Well, no,
That's what I was gonna
I'm saying, but like, what if it's still got like poor vision in the dark? You know.
I mean, I'm
Well,
sure it's
you're-
not amazing, but I mean, the fact that you could jump up onto something in pitch black darkness, I'm talking like in the garage at night.
My whole point was just like an animal could need glasses and we would never fucking know, and that's kind of sad.
No, that's not true. You know when you've never
They would
had
tell
a,
us, Kyle. They'd be like, "Hey,
no, but you've never had a blind dog, bro. I'm talking
man.
like that motherfucker walks into the wall.
I need
Like,
glasses.
I did."
When it's bad
when I-
enough, them
Take me
motherfuckers
to the
they running
optometrist.
into shit, bro.
Yeah, no, I
That is
have
true.
one of my favorite snaps on my phone is this dog that at a house that I used to live at that used to love staring out the window, but he went blind, and then he would just stare at walls because he would think that he's staring out the window, and it was just fucking art, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we wouldn't know if like, say a cat's supposed to have 10/10 or whatever, right? And fucking
Right.
Joe, the fucking dumbass alley cat, has 30/10, right? But if that motherfucker has 210, we gonna find out.
Just bumping into shit.
All right, guys. Let's call it here.
What's the
An
number?
Yeah, I hate it here. Part
Huh.
280.
episode.
We've been SpaceBar Podcast. As usual, we appreciate your support. Like the video, share the video, rate us
And
5
vibrate.
stars on Spotify, follow our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, our TikTok. Call us at 800 SpaceBar right now. And
Well, first of
shipping's
all-
free, honestly.
I don't.
I don't know what you're doing. I feel like there's some legal troubles we just got into
Toss it
now.
281-330-8005.
Hit
Somebody
SpaceBar
jumped
down
up on the
below
low.
because SpaceBar's about to blow.
Damn, Kyle, you a real
G.
one.
Jimworth.
All right, bye, guys.
You are now listening to the